Good morning, everyone. Today is Sunday, March 30th. I live in Polk County. I'm across the road from where all the fires have been. I'm going across the mountain range. This has been so stressful. I've seen so much love and people coming together in the communities. I've seen the firemen and spoke with the firemen. Spent some nights out there with them in fire roads and seeing the fires up close. Been days we've been watching it over this mountain, going back and forth and wondering when it was going to be our turn. There wasn't but a few people that actually stayed around, but we knew, it was coming. When it was time, we would have to leave. Through all this thing, what is really humbling and awesome is seeing neighbors reaching out to one another and just the love that's come out of this. Another thing that's humbling is to see so many men out here trying to stop this fire. Being out here during the night and seeing all the men throughout the woods, headlights going around everywhere, fighting the fires, dozers all over the mountain. You'd see them lights going through the night, cutting in fire breaks, blading up everything they can so it wouldn't spread. The main thing they focused on was people's homes. Because that's all you could do. There's no way to fight it. The helicopters flying around and the chaos, and it's just been a crazy thing. God's bringing the rains. He's bringing the rains. It's just getting ready to be over. It's God's will. Alright, the Green River's on fire. Here comes the helicopter. Watch how close this thing gets. And it's coming right over my head. I hope everything don't catch on fire over here. You kind of see how you see some discoloration there. That's part of the fire. And I got a picture of it from last night, and it's kind of spread out like a horseshoe. Now I'm going to the right. You don't see a lot of smoke there, but now look over here to the right. So there's supposed to be, I don't know if this is part of the same fire or if it's another one, but I don't know how good you can see it in the phone, but out through there you see all that just smoke boiling up. It's the other side of them trees. So man, look how far that is. Now you can see the discoloration. You don't see it as much there, but now you start to see it again. But you lose it right there. Kind of about midways to the phone. See how it gets more blue? I don't know how good you can see it in the phone, but I can see it smoke real bad right there because you can see that darkness. And I don't think you can see the helicopters, but I can see them flying around. So here comes the big one coming back. See, he's right at the mountaintops. Man, the thing's floating sideways as he's flying. And y'all can't see it. I wish I had a good zoom because, man, that thing's pretty cool. Alright, well, hopefully he'll get some water soon. I'll get some video of it. trying to get the dozer up the hill to cut in fire breaks, and the stinking truck driver got stuck. I want to say, what in the world thinking trying to go around that way? They're going to break the ramps off that truck. But we're going to see what happens. Man, this is the mountain at the other side of my house. I can't get the camera up any higher because I have a charged battery. Hey, look at the mountain. Golly. I decided to drive on the road a little bit, so everything to the right of me is on fire. And I may not go much further because it's right here on the road. Yeah, I'm not going any further. Look how eerie it looks. Look how the sun looks with all the smoke. This fire is getting big. So you can kind of see this is the fire across the river at Green River. This thing got all the way up the top of that mountain. I don't know how good you can see it, but you can see it burning in the woods. That's pretty crazy. Look on further back behind it, way back up in there, you can see smoke starting. Wind's moving it up that way. And that's burning all the way down to the river, and then you're to the right, way up that way in the valley. So there's two more fires out through there. So all this stuff through there is on fire. Look at that up at the top. Hey boy, that is doing some burning. You see how much smoke's coming out of that? Man, that's crazy. You can just see how far it's burning. Man. All the way down the mountain. That is just crazy.
But it's hard to tell.
Right now the fire is coming across the hill. See how there's people coming up the hill right now, trying to get out of there. This is crazy. I said that's just come up in the last 15 minutes. See these fires coming out the hill, up the hill. Man, look at that. That's coming up my way. Watched it last night. I got some video of it right there coming up over the treetops. It's pretty crazy. Still on fire over in that gorge. But here we are, 4 or 5 days. It's all around me. Oh, helicopters coming in over here and filling up. You must be going to the further pond. Let's start to record. tree. So these are the 2 helicopters I got from the other side a while ago. Well, find myself here again at our viewing area. This is Monday morning. Praise the Lord, we got some rain. We got some more coming. But all this side is burnt. I'm getting ready to take a ride through the gorge. So we are right up near Fish Top. This is where, over in this part of the gorge, is where the fire is now. Rain's helping put a lot of it out, which is great. Man, look at all the destruction from Helene and fires. It's like, man, just about had enough of this, but there ain't nothing you can do about it. How crazy everything is right now. You know, I feel bad for the people down here. I mean, we've got it bad, but nothing like this. Nothing like this. It goes up towards Big Hungry area. So it's burned all this. So the videos that I have been taking, where you can see down in the gorge, and it's burning up through there too. They're right on, it's right on top of the mountain up there. That's where everything I've been recording. You can see down into the gorge. Ain't that bad. But you know, as I ride, I think about everything that's come out of this. You know, when people talk about, why would God allow this? Why would God allow these things to happen? Well, as soon as all this happened with Helene, I saw the people stepped out first, helping one another. Jesus said, if you do it to the least of these, you did it to me. So the love of God is coming out through us towards one another. That's how God loves us, the way we're loving one another right now. I've heard a lot of people say this. I don't know how to love like God does, and I want to learn how to love like God does. Well, here's our learning curve. You know, because look at the love and compassion that's come out of all this. Devastation. But look at the beauty. Now, you ain't going to see no beauty in this for a while. But when it's all done, it's going to be a beautiful place. Flourishing with life. So we're back about middle ways. Everything on the left over there, you can see how it burnt. All the woods out through there are just charred. But the good thing about here is the river kept it from crossing. As long as the wind wasn't blowing too hard, you wouldn't have the embers jump. Then you see all the storm cleanup trucks. See all the piles of dirt over here on the side of the road. Looks like that bus got destroyed. Cars, trash. You know, I don't even know if we're gonna have any season down here on the river this year. Still wonder if you're even gonna be able to tube it again, because the water's not deep now. It's wide, but it's not deep. You can still see that on fire right there. It's crazy, crazy. And then we're fixing to come up on what's left on fire. So it's kind of weird the way this fire moved. It moved on the left of me. It went up towards the gorge that way. On the right, you can see how all this has went up the hill this way. Man, this is just unbelievable. Really unbelievable. Here he comes. Look how fast that thing's going. This is crazy. Man. You never expect nothing to be like this going on around your house. Whew. Crazy.
time this thing comes by, it shakes me up. They're coming by every couple minutes now. Wherever you guys are, I thank y'all for what y'all do. Without y'all, there wouldn't be no fighting this fire. You see the winds, oh man, this is gonna be bad. Whew. They're getting real fast now. See the small helicopters with the black baskets. Talking about adrenaline rush. I got one right now. Whew. So the fires have grown pretty good in the last hour. This is the hilltop across the road from me. Now the left side wasn't a threat to me until the last little bit. You can see right there how that's picking up. Now the helicopters have moved over there and they're only going where it's getting bad. So that's on my left side. Go around to the right. This is the major threat because this one's really close. This one was burning really good last night and it's right there on the ridge. So this is what I don't like to see. He's coming on the back side of me. Hope it ain't got on this side of the road yet. I don't know if you can see him good or not in the camera. It's closer than what it looks in the phone. So he's going over that little fire across the way from me. Man, thank y'all guys for everything you do. So this is what's coming at me, and if there ain't nobody in the driveway, I'm gonna go up to Matt's and I can walk up to the mountaintop, that little peak up there. I'm gonna go up to that peak, see if I can get some good views of it. So that's the other side that's coming up across the road from me. So here's where we're at now. Had a big plane come by. Man, that thing was huge, and he dropped some flame suppressant down on it, and it made a huge difference. So it didn't put it out. I can hear the dozers down there cutting in fire breaks. You can see some of the stuff burning. I don't know if you can see it in the phone, but they're cutting fire breaks all around the hill. So Big Bradley Falls is just the other side of that hill right there. And everybody's trying to cut in fire breaks. Sun's setting, man, it looks awesome out here. But look at how awesome that looks. They're cutting in the fire breaks. He's gonna make his way through the woods. They're going all the way down the mountain with the fire breaks tonight. I don't know how late they're gonna work, but he's gonna try to keep doing it. You know, and these guys, they're not getting paid for this. He just told me that he's doing it out of his own pocket just to try to get some help in here. You know, and it's awesome to have people like that come in here and help. Well, this is my night, because you can see, there it is. I can't zoom in real good, but it's across the way. It's on top of the mountain now. Man, whatever that is over there, it's done gotten huge. Alright, here it goes. It's at the top of the mountain now. Man, look at that. That is crazy. The whole top's just now catching. So it's just now cresting the top of the mountain on the back side. Man, didn't think it'd come over there, especially that big. That's getting huge. Man. Man, that is just getting bigger and bigger. That is pretty wild. This is across the road. You can see some places like right there. See, that's what's scary. Because I know you can't tell it here, but man, that's getting pretty big. It sure does look cool. It sure is scary. This is right at the top of the, coming down the mountain across from where I'm at right now. You see some places are not that bad. But then you get this, and there's a big tree in the way. So I can't really, see that right there? That one right there is getting pretty big. And there's one over here. It looks pretty cool. Now this is a pretty scary thing. Man, that one fire right there in the middle is getting pretty big.
Me and Thomas come up here. Yeah.
It's pretty wild how far them things will shoot. That's crazy. Thank these guys for helping us out with this fire. Still going on, not as bad. Hopefully it'll be out tonight, but it's these guys that's making it happen. Thank y'all. We're very grateful.
You know, we just got over with Helene not long ago. Jesus said, if you do it to the least of these, you do it to me. And how humble it is to see all of us learn how to be like Jesus and to love one another. There hasn't been no, are you Democrat or Republican? Are you black or white? Mexican, Chinese? None of that. Are you good or bad? None of that. All that has been put aside. And that's why these things happen. To make us more like Jesus, because Jesus loved us all. It didn't matter who you were or what you do, good or bad. It's about humanity and people. You know, loving one another. That's the whole thing about life, is to love one another. And the only way we can love one another is through God and the way He teaches us to love. Because it's not about me. It's about you. It's about my neighbors. It's about everyone here. You know, and when we get that, we get life. But thanks be to God for the rains. Thank all the firefighters, all the people, the police officers, the kindness that they've shown to us, the help. And as I'm speaking, I see, man, truck after truck going down the road. I just see them going down through there. These guys are putting their lives up to try to stop this. You know, I met people from some people from Canada. And I forget what the other guys were, way out west somewhere. And you talk to these guys, and they're very thankful to be able to come help and to feel the love through them. And we need to show our support for these people. They're the ones that help us and keep us safe.